Okay, goddesses. It is 7 o'clock. I'm going to give you just a few moments so you can find your way to your destination where you'll be part of our journey tonight. And we do ask if you're able to turn on your camera, then you do. We would love to see your faces. And it helps us to create a more connected circle. Also, I'm going to post on the chat the items that we will be needing for our ceremony, for moon ritual ceremony, and the tea, just in case you didn't receive the email. And if you can, please write on the chat if you got the email with the instructions for tonight. Yes, awesome. Thumbs up. Regina, did you get the email instructions? Okay, great, excellent. Aradia and Sandy. Perfect, excellent, thank you. Charlotte, if you're there, let us know if you received the email, if you're ready to go. Hi, Regina. Excellent. Hi, Charlotte, welcome. Did you get the instructions, the email? Perfect, excellent. Got it, thank you, Regina, for letting us know. So we're just gonna give the women just a few more moments to arrive. Meanwhile, yes, find yourself comfortable and start to tune in. We have a beautiful gathering for you tonight. Great. So welcome, sisters. Welcome to our third virtual Red Tent gathering, tea ceremony, and healing circle. I'm so happy to see some of you. Hi, Jillian. Some of you joining us month after month. It is, hi, Regina. And yeah, it is an honor to be here today. It's an honor to come together today. I want to say thank you for saying yes to this journey tonight. It is a gift to be able to be alive and to be able to create these spaces for all of us. So for those of you who are just joining our group, we are from South Florida. We're Red Tent, South Florida. And we were gathering here at this red tent that you see on the camera. I have two cameras for you so you can have an experience of the red tent. You can have an experience of what it is to be in this space. And right here in this very sacred space, we've gathered many times. We've journeyed together inward. We've experienced profound tea ceremonies, which you'll get an opportunity to experience yourself tonight. And after the pandemic, after COVID happened, we decided that we wanted to open this space to more women. And so we created and we brought it virtual. We're making it, we brought it online. So we can thank COVID for that blessing. It's really been a blessing to be able to do this, to offer this space and now have women from all over the world join us. And because it's been received so well, and we've had, welcome sisters, everyone who's joining us, welcome. Hi, Vanessa. Because it's been received so well, and it's a much needed time for us women to connect, to come together during this time. we're super excited to be launching a membership. So for those of you who are here tonight, we highly recommend that you stay all the way to the end so you can be part of a special launch that we'll have for a membership. And so inside of what we offer new moon gatherings like the one you're going to experience tonight. And we also offer full moon gatherings. And just like the full moon and the new moon have completely different qualities, the qualities of our gatherings for the full moon are also different. And so in the new moon, we come inward. We do activities that allows us to connect deeper with ourselves, deeper with our bodies, so that we can tune in and have an opportunity to evaluate what our past months look like, so we can look at repeated patterns that we want to let go of in the new cycle, and then set new powerful intentions. And we are really moving into a practice. And the idea is that you journey with us every new moon, releasing, shedding the old, and setting new intentions. And then we come together 2 weeks from now during a full moon, and we dance, we sing, we draw, and we do all kinds of activities that helps us to express our creativity. And then we also celebrate our wins. We celebrate our intentions. So we're really moving into a very intentional practice. And that's the intention of us coming together and creating this space and creating the membership, is so that we can together dance together with the moon, give ourselves permission to rest and to receive. How many of you are ready to receive tonight? Beautiful, beautiful. Well, you are in the right place, and we are ready to shower you, us and the goddess and the new moon. We're currently during the dark phase of the moon, and the new moon is happening on Friday. So we're going to be experiencing a new moon ritual ceremony tonight. And so the invitation is that you revisit those intentions on Friday. And you can, after I show you tonight the ritual, you can practice that for yourself so you can deepen those intentions. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Claudia Passetti. I am the founder of Red Tent South Florida. I'm a high priestess, devotee of the goddess. I'm also a Red Tent Women's Circle facilitator and a creative director and psychosynthesis coach. So I wear many hats. And the feminine is very, very deep in my heart. This work is very, very close to my heart. So it's really a joy. I hope you feel the love as you journey with us. Hopefully this will be just one of many journeys that we're doing. And the intention is to really move into the practice so that we can plan ahead, and we know that the Tuesday, because our gatherings are going to happen on the Tuesday closest to the new moon, so that you can plan ahead and give yourself that evening. And I will be sharing some practices today that you can do after a gathering to deepen into that relaxation and that receiving space for yourself, so that you can create a space of self-care. This is for you. This evening is for you, and yes, for us, and most importantly for you, so that you can give yourself that time. And so with that, I want to go ahead and introduce the Red Tent team. We have an awesome group of women that help to make this possible, and that is putting together magic for you month after month. And with that, I'm going to start with introducing Robin Durfee. Robin, hi Robin. Robin Durfee is our certified tea sommelier, and she is the one who facilitates our virtual tea ceremony that you'll get to experience tonight. And she also will teach us about the powers of the tea, how powerful the tea is as a teacher. Say hello, everyone, Robin.
Hello, hello, ladies, sisters, goddesses, How amazing is this? It is an honor to be here serving tea tonight with all of you, serving tea for you. And it is with much humility that we serve tea. We come to this place, to this tea stage, with much humility. Tonight, I am your Shajin, your tea server. And as Claudia shared, this is a practice. This is a mindfulness practice. It is really a way of life, a lifestyle. It is known as the way of tea or the Tao of tea. As Claudia shared, that the practices of the feminine are very near and dear to her heart. Well, the practices of tea ceremony and tea and plant medicine is very near and dear to my heart. I've had transcendent experiences through tea and during tea ceremonies, moments of great clarity and insight. And that is what I hope to share with all of you. Eventually, hopefully, one day in person. And until then, to convey through the screen and to convey through this vehicle the beauty of the tea ceremony and connecting with tea and the elements of nature that tea represents. So, sisters and goddesses, as Claudia said, I am a certified tea sommelier. I own a small tea shop in the plantation area. As a matter of fact, this space where I am tonight is a yoga source, a yoga studio where the shop will be located. And it's my honor to be here with all of you tonight. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Robin. And we are actually very excited to share that we will be, additional to the new moons and the full moons, we are also going to be hosting monthly tea ceremonies. What you will experience here tonight is just a taste. And for those of you who have already experienced it, it's just a little taste. But the tea ceremonies can go much deeper. And so we've decided to add a monthly tea ceremony, which will be about an hour. And that will give you an opportunity to go deeper. And it is really profound work. So thank you, Robin, for the work that you do. Next, I love to introduce Jaslyn Martin, who is our moon mother and business and menstrual cycle coach and our techie goddess.
Thanks, Claudia. I love doing the full moon events. I love being the techie goddess that comes in and handles anything that you girls need. So if you have any issues, please do me a favor and message me privately in the chat box, and I will happily answer it and figure out what's going on technologically. And the full moon events, I would love to add that Claudia did an amazing job of explaining them. We have some singing, we've got some dancing, we've got some drawing, some vision boarding that we do. We have guest speakers that come in every once in a while. We do a lot of activities to get our wild women out, to get out there during the full moon. It's our time period to really be creative and get sexual and do all the things that we don't get to do on a daily basis, and we get into our bodies. So it is my honor and my pleasure to offer that to you ladies. And tonight, we're gonna do some deep work within. Can't wait. Thank you, Claudia.
We are. Thank you, Jaslyn. So Jaslyn leads the full moon gatherings, and then I lead the new moons. Robin leads the virtual monthly gatherings. And we also have with us on our team, Monique Blake, who I'm very honored that she's decided to join us. And Monique is a certified intuitive life coach, holistic health practitioner, certified Ayurvedic practitioner, tarotist, and astrologist. I hope I said it right because I don't think I said it right last time. So Monique is who will share the astrology and will let us know what's in store for us in the months ahead and how we can best prepare. We're very honored that you're here. Thank you, Monique. And now I want to hear from you. I'd like to hear where you're tuning in from. If you want to take a moment and just write in the chat where you're coming from. I would love to hear where you're at. And as we do that, just like as explained before, the importance of women coming together during this time. The reason why we do these practices, in addition to receiving, feminine connection, to sisterhood and all that, it's also to give our bodies an opportunities through breathing practices, through meditation, through visualization, for us to stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system and give and help to balance the fight or flight response and the tension that we deal with every day, that sometimes we get so accustomed to that we don't even feel it. It becomes our new normal. So it is extremely important for us to do practices that helps us to relax, to open, and to become more receptive. So if you've been on your masculine a lot and you've been doing, this is exactly the space that you need to help you rebalance. And this is, from my perspective, it's crucial that we take our self-care seriously, especially with all the tension and everything that's going on, what's going on in the world with the pandemic. So I hope that you allow yourself, as you hear my words, to just relax and open and receive. We have a beautiful night planned for you. So I'm going to share the agenda just so that you know what's coming and you can plan ahead. I know some of you need to hop off before. Make sure that you check in with us so that you can take advantage of what we will share at the end of our evening tonight. So soon I'm going to invite Monique to share with us what the astrology is. And then after that, we're going to lead you to meet the ancient goddess and receive a womb blessing through a powerful visualization and meditation. After that, we're going to give you a few minutes so that you can journal your experience, and make sure that you bring your journal with you every time, and that my recommendation is that you get a journal specifically for the moon, because we will be revisiting it every month. From there, we're going to move into our new moon intention setting ceremony. If you did not get the email, we're sharing the instructions of what you need tonight. And we will look into, perhaps the email may have ended up in the spam. That's my guess of what happened. We've sent several emails, but we will look into that. But you should be able to have the list of things that you need for the ritual. And if you don't have it, it's okay, don't stress. We are going to be doing this practice every month so that you can be ready next month with everything that you need. From there, we're going to take a 5-minute break. And in that 5-minute break, you're going to warm up your water and get your tea ready, because we're going to move right into the virtual tea ceremony. And then Robin will lead us through the virtual tea ceremony. And then when we complete, we're going to move into some sharing and an opportunity for you to share what's there for you. The dark moon is a very powerful time to release, let go of anything that you may be carrying. And the simple action of expressing what's there for us and what's perhaps taking our peace away in itself is very healing. So just so that you know, we don't record the sharings. We stop the recording right before the circle sharing, so you can feel free to express and feel safe in this container. And then from there, we will share the announcements that we have, and then we will close our circle. Okay, so with that, we are going to get started, sisters. Monique.
Okay, how is everyone? Let's jump right into the new moon. So this month, we're having a new moon in Gemini that will be Friday, May 22nd. Last month, if you were with us, we spoke about the two luminaries in the sky, the sun and the moon. And we talked about their relationship, specifically during the new moon and full moon phases. We discussed that the new moon is a time for beginnings, as Claudia mentioned in the beginning. It's a great time to initiate projects, and it's a time to get energized to do something new. And this is absolutely true. But there are other major bodies in the sky that influence us and that are influencing us right now. And today I want to talk a little bit about the present condition of the sky, because this is going to impact how you're going to use this starting something new energy of the Gemini new moon. In astrology, we have bodies in the skies and we call them planets. We have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and of course, the infamous dwarf planet Pluto. The root of the word planet means wanderer. And this implicitly speaks to what is in motion, something that is in motion, something that motivates us, something that moves us. And planets are an important part of the astrological reading because in our natal chart is, first of all, a snapshot of the sky at the time that we're born. And the planets talk about, in our natal chart, what will motivate us in this lifetime, what's going to move us in this lifetime. And so we can also look at the planetary cycles to understand how the movements of the planets at any given time will call our natal chart into action. So one type of movement that's really important to look at are retrogrades. And retrogrades are the appearance, it's an illusion that the planet is moving backwards instead of a typical forward motion. Right now, we have 50% of the heavenly bodies in retrograde. That means we have 4 planets in retrograde: Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And in June, I think it's the 17th, Mercury will also go into retrograde. And why is this important for you to know right now with the new moon? Well, for one, you are in tune with the energy of the new moon, and you're getting energized with all the Gemini possibilities. And if you're feeling a little irritated or frustrated when things are not moving as fast forward as you'd like them to, because that's Gemini, they want to get things going quickly, then it might be because the almost 50% of the solar system is moving, stepping backwards, right? And 2, retrogrades have gotten a really negative rap. And it's really important to remember that there's always 2 sides to a story, okay? So as I said, retrograde means to step or walk backwards. So when you think of a retrograde, consider this is a time to pause, to revisit, review, reevaluate, rewrite, reorganize, restructure. You get the theme of retrogrades. It's a time to release. It's a time to heal. And it's a time to pause from moving forward so that you can do that. So let's consider the following. Venus is in retrograde. It's in retrograde from May 13th to June 24. It is the planet of relationship, beauty, finance, creativity. So when she's in retrograde, this is a time where past relationships, whether it's exes or friends or family, any kind of relationship that is usually personal to you, they return in your life, and it gives you a chance to have closure, or at least a better understanding of the relationship. So right now, Venus is in Gemini. And so this retrograde gives you a chance to reassess how you communicate in relationships, because Gemini is the planet of communication. So it's all, and the ultimate relationship is the relationship with ourselves. So it gives you an opportunity to reassess how you communicate in relationships, whether that relationship is with yourself or with others. It's a really good time to talk through and heal relationships. It's a good time to restructure your refinances, revisit creative projects that you had put on the shelf, take them off, dust them off, and get back into creating mode. It's a great time to clean out your clothes closets and it's a great time to heal, or just clean out your makeup cabinet or box or wherever you keep your lipstick and stuff. It's a great time to declutter that. It's not a good time for any kind of dramatic makeover or any elective, and the key word there is elective cosmetic surgery. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and the ability to integrate wisdom into your life. And he's in retrograde from May 14th to September 12th. So it's a good time to reevaluate any major life plans. This is a good time to do or redo your 5 to 10 year or major life long range goals. He's presently in Capricorn. So it's a good time to kind of hone and fine tune your knowledge. So you may want to go back and complete a degree. You may want to go back to school and start a higher level of education. These are some things to consider with Jupiter in retrograde. It's not a good time to take major risk. So tighten up your belt, get rid of any excess spending, and clear out space for new opportunities to come into your life. Saturn is in retrograde from May 11th to September 28th. And he is the planet of reality, limitation. He gives you structure, and he represents the status quo. So this is a great reality check when he's in retrograde. This is a great time to think about what you can be more responsible for in your life, what you would like to see restructured in your life. Saturn always is challenging us to grow. So it's a really good time to create a more structured spiritual practice in your life. For a part of the retrograde, he's going to be in Aquarius, and for another time, he's going to be in Capricorn. So this is going to be a good chance for you to kind of reevaluate and get a clear sense of freedom for yourself and how to build this into your new normal, right? Pluto. Pluto is the planet of power. He's the transformer. He's also in Capricorn, and he's retrograde from April 25th to October 4th. So you see most of these retrogrades happened just last week. Pluto is the one that started a little earlier. And with him in retrograde, it's a great time to heal and forgive, especially people or situations that left you feeling abused or powerless in any way. If you need support during a Pluto retrograde, it's a great time to reach out to a professional mental health counselor or a therapist. Pluto retrograde is always a great time to get that kind of support if you need it. Not a good time to try and manipulate and push your agenda on people and circumstances. There's really never a good time for that, but particularly not in a Pluto retrograde. So let me tell you how this is going to kind of position the new moon. So you will see up until October of this year, we will have so much of our planetary energy focused on rethinking how we're going to ultimately transform really big areas of our lives. And it may seem contrary to the moving forward energy of this particular new moon. So it's really important that we don't feel frustrated, because at the heart of this new moon, the Gemini is fun and lightheartedness. So make sure that with this new moon, whatever you're doing, that you infuse it with this kind of levity. So here are some ideas for the new moon. Talk things through. Gemini is the planet of communication. It's a great time to socialize, even if it's a FaceTime session, and talk through some of the things that are coming up, some of the things that the retrograde planets are bringing up in your life. Two heads are better than one, so talk it through. Lighten up. Gemini is an air sign, and it enjoys this kind of lightness and levity. So throw a Zoom cocktail hour just chat, catch up, take a break from all the stuff that the retrograde is bringing up for you. Get hands-on. Gemini rules the hands. So do something crafty or manual. Make a vision board to work with your Jupiter retrograde. Make bread. Start a special journal for this time to help you process what's going on for the next few months. And most importantly, breathe. Gemini rules the lungs, and it's really important right now for us to focus healing energy towards our lungs. So do some really gentle, simple breathing techniques that are quick and easy to incorporate into your daily life. But whatever you do, make sure you infuse it with fun. Okay, so that is your new moon reading. I wanted to just quickly invite you to something fun this Saturday. I will be doing a Dreamtime pop-up session. One of the things that's been happening is that during this time on the planet, people have been getting rest, they've been sleeping, they've been dreaming, and they're wondering, what does it mean? So join me on Saturday, May 23rd at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And we're going to talk about very little bit about what dreams are, but a lot about what your specific dream means. It's going to be a little fun time to do some dream interpretation. And thank you so much, ladies. Have a happy new moon.
That was amazing. Thank you, Monique, for a very detailed preparation and explanation of what to do. I'm wondering if we can gather some notes, perhaps about the main points, since there are a lot of retrogrades, and then we can share that with the ladies. Would that be possible? Awesome. So I saw some of you journaling, but we will also give you access to the insights so that you can prepare. Thank you.
And I went ahead and shared the event link already in the chat. So if you're interested in her dream workshop, go ahead and sign up. Thank you.
That sounds great. And last month, Monique offered a tarot class that was, I don't have any words. It was powerful. It was insightful. It was just spot on. So we're very honored again to have you here with us, Monique. Thank you. So now we're going to move into, I'm going to ask you to pray with me. We're going to make a prayer together. And if you are able to turn on your camera, I would love to see your face. And I would imagine, actually, we will imagine that we're actually holding hands for this prayer. And I'm going to have you repeat after me, and I would love to hear your voices. So if you can unmute yourself and join me as we pray together, that would be beautiful. If you're able to, join us. So before we pray, go ahead and become present. Become present of your body, become present of your space, become present of your breathing, become present of what you see, the colors, the lights that you see. Become present of the sounds that you're hearing. Become present of your body, how you feel, what sensations are arising. Become present of the smells. Perhaps you have an incense burning, candles. And now, goddesses, we're going to invoke the goddess together. So repeat after me. On this night and in this hour.
On this night
and in this hour.
We, the daughters of the earth.
We, the goddesses of the earth.
Call upon the ancient power of the goddess.
upon the ancient power of the goddess.
Cosmic Queen,
Cosmic
Queen.
Cosmic Queen.
beautiful. You who are the mystery of the night,
You who are the mystery of the night.
The night.
and the primal force of creation,
And the
The
primal
primal
Force of
force.
creation.
fill this sacred circle with your presence.
Fill
The
the
sacred circle of your presence.
We, your women,
We, your women,
Your women.
who are your power upon this earth,
who are your
your power
Upon this earth.
called to you, hear our prayer.
call to you.
To you.
Hear our prayer.
Heal the places within us
Heal the
The
places
places within us.
that we hold separate from the divine.
That we hold separate
from the divine.
behold separate from the divine.
Help us to be open-hearted
Help us to be
To be
open-hearted
open-hearted
to each other,
with each other,
with each other.
that our connections may be
that our connections may
Just
be
maybe
authentic and nurturing in this sisterhood.
authentic
authentic and nurturing.
sisterhood.
Hold us in the exquisite field of your unconditional love,
Put us in the exquisite field
Field of
of
your
your unconditional love,
Divine Mother.
divine mother.
divine
Mother.
Allow your blessings of healing and abundance
Allow your
Allow your
blessings of
blessings
healing
of
and
healing
abundance
and abundance.
to flow over our lives
over our lives
and the lives of humanity right now.
and the lives of humanity right now.
Humanity right now.
Remind us, Great Mother,
Remind us
Remind us, Great Mother,
of the wisdom, love, and strength
Of
of
the
the
wisdom
of the wisdom, love, and strength
that resides in each of us.
that resides
resides in each of us.
For within each one of us,
For within each one of us,
you are alive.
you are alive.
our life.
And as we stand here together
And
as
we
As we stand here together
as mothers, sisters, lovers, and wives,
as
mothers, sisters, lovers, and wives,
grant us the power to bless, heal, and create.
grant us the power to bless,
Heal,
heal, and create.
Mother, we come to you,
Mother, we come to you
asking for the healing of your children,
for the healing,
of your children,
the healing of the planet,
the healing of
the planet,
and the healing of the world.
and the
the
healing
healing of the world.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you, Mother.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Beautiful sisters. Thank you. So now with that, with our hearts full, connected to the Mother, we're going to move into a meditation. So whenever you're ready, just wherever you're at, find a comfortable position and just start to close your eyes. We're going to take you into a meditation to meet the ancient Mother. So gradually begin to slow the rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, then you exhale. Let your breath carry you deeper and deeper within. as the distractions of everyday life fall away. Let your awareness drop down into the inner chamber of your heart. And visualize a flame. Visualize the flame of your heart burning. Stronger and stronger. Now imagine you're walking down a staircase. And as your foot touches the first step, a wave of blissful tranquility passes through your entire body. You arrive at the second step, feeling calm and relaxed. You step down a third time, sliding deeper into a state of relaxation. Now you take a fourth step down, feeling even more relaxed. As you now take a fifth and final step, you're feeling completely safe and completely relaxed. Next, imagine that you find yourself in front of an old wooden door. And as you open the door, you find yourself walking along a path that leads you further and further away from civilization. And deep into the heart of primeval forest. As you follow this trail, imagine that you're winding around and among trees that are hundreds of years old. Flowers carpet the ground and birds are singing. In the distance, you hear the muffled roar of the ocean waves, rising and falling, rising and falling like music. Your heartbeat, your breath, and the ocean waves keep time with the rhythm of nature. Soon the path you're on brings you to a stone sanctuary. Intuitively, you sense that something mysterious yet deeply familiar lies here. Slowly, you push open the door and you enter. And as you open the door, something old and timeless opens up within your soul as well. Once across the threshold, you find yourself immersed in an atmosphere that is sacred and holy. You find yourself in the temple of the goddess. There are candles burning. There is smell of fragrant incense. And there are red cushions on the floor, decorated in rich red fabrics. As you enter, you are greeted by a high priestess of the goddess. You are anointed with a sacred oil blend in your forehead. You're welcome and asked to sit in the circle. On an altar, you notice a statue of a female deity, the goddess. She is simply the mother, God as a woman. To one to whom the world turns in all of its grief and its suffering. She is Sophia, Kuan Yin, Mary, Sarah, Fatima, White Buffalo Woman, Isis, Sita, Inanna, and Demeter. She's all of the feminine faces of God. And she's more than that. She's the mother of life itself. Kneeling before her in reverence, you bow your head in prayer. Immediately, you're embraced by her being. And the cares and worries of the world fall away. Soothed in her loving acceptance of all your human faults and frailties. Entering even more deeply into your meditation, the statue you're praying before suddenly comes alive as a real being. And now you find yourself before the mystery of the living mother of all creation. As she comes to life, the temple fills with a warm and golden light. Now face the ancient mother. Now the face of the ancient mother becomes animated with feeling. Seated before her, you gaze into each other's eyes. She penetrates your soul with a glance that loves you to the core of your very being. Emotions of sweetness, mercy, and loving forgiveness emanate from her, sweeping over you in a wave of bliss, healing all parts of you that are hurt, broken, and wounded. Held within her arms, taken onto her lap, you become like a little child with its mother. Held in the womb of this mystery, you feel a powerful force, a holy energy, and the breath of life, the soul of the cosmos. Feel your heartbeat in rhythm with the rhythm of life itself. Now stay with her and listen for a message that she has for you. Her message can come in the form of a visual, could be energy, colors, or a whisper. Listen deeply for a message the goddess has for you.
She nods and smiles at you. She reminds you that your womb is like a cauldron, a bowl that holds special powers and emotions through your life. This cauldron is sacred, but sometimes we forget and hold emotions and trauma inside our womb, taking space and attention from our creative energy. You become aware of your womb and how it feels. And the goddess asks you a second question. What is it that you wish to release from your womb, my daughter? Let it all out. So mote it be. She sends you a wave of love and compassion. And then she asks you a final question. What is it that you wish to create from your womb with this new space? Answer me, my daughter. So mote it be.
Now slowly begin to return your awareness to your body. Still seated before the Ancient Mother in prayer. Inhale deeply, taking in every cell of your body, every thought in your mind. Fill her up with her nourishing, life-sustaining love. Exhale, letting this energy flow out of you like a river of grace, watering your life and all those you know and care for. With a stream of blessings, happiness, and well-being. You thank the Mother. Now close your meditation, bowing once more before the Ancient Mother. Rise and exit her little sanctuary, closing the door behind you. And as you make your way along the path back to the life that you left behind, remember that you carry within you, your heart, a precious secret. Faith in the goodness of life, the gift of the Divine Mother for the world. And when you're ready, you can begin to come back into the room. Stretch, move your body, and open your eyes when you're ready. And take a moment to grab your pen and your journal. We're going to give you just a couple of minutes to write your experience. One more minute. Okay, when you are done, make sure to keep the journal by you because we're going to need it for the new moon intention setting. Does anybody else need more time? You can raise your hand if you need a few more. If you're good, you can give me a thumbs up if you're complete. Okay, excellent. Great. Great, so now we're going to move into the new moon intention setting ritual. And this, what you wrote down in your journal. You're welcome. So what you wrote down in your journal, it's actually going to come into the new moon, so into the intentions. So go ahead. Does everybody have what they need? We checked in at the beginning. All right, great. So we're going to, I asked you to bring things that, elements that represent nature, the 4 elements of nature. I asked you to bring a candle, hopefully it's sunlit. We'll be using that shortly. And crystals, so candle represents the element of fire. Crystals that represent the element of the earth. You can see, I have my crystals right over there. Incense, if you are able to light up your incense, that would be a good time. The incense represents the element of air. And I also asked to bring a bowl of water with salt, and that represents the ocean. The ocean, so that's the element of water. So if you're able, go ahead and light your incense or sage or Palo Santo if you have. And I'm going to ask you one more time to close your eyes. And visualize the warm light all over around yourself in your sacred space. And ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What feels blocked for me? What do I wish to let go of? What's holding me back? What's no longer serving me? Does anything need releasing? And what feels out of balance in your life right now? And when you have clarity on those, you can open your eyes and write down on your journal. What do you want to let go of? What's out of balance in your life? What's holding you back that you're ready to release? I'm going to give you a few moments to write on your journal.
I went ahead and shared the questions in the chat in case you want to reread them.
Perfect. Thank you, Jocelyn. So the new moon, this is the time, actually the dark moon, because we're in the dark moon phase. This is the time to release, let go, blank slate. So don't hold back. This is the opportunity. And when you're complete, give me a thumbs up so I know that you're done writing down your intentions. Okay, great. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. Excellent, thank you. And now we're going to do the same. I'm going to close our eyes. Close your eyes. So yes, put your pen down. Just leave it there. We're going to write in just a moment again. So close your eyes, and now we're going to connect with what feels exciting in your life. What feels exciting for you at this time? What is the one thing that you are most yearning for at this moment? What are you most yearning for? What do you need most at this phase in your life? What would you like to call in? What kind of new experiences are you ready to experience? And when you have a clear picture in your mind, you can open your eyes and write down on your journal. What is the one thing you're most wanting? What do you need? What do you need right now? Get really connected. Get really excited. And as Monique said, it's a fun new moon. So hopefully fun makes it into your intention setting. Maybe that's some more fun in your life. And when you're complete, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. Great, and now I'm going to invite you one more time to close your eyes. And this part is very important because it helps us to connect with our heart. So now close your eyes, and I want you to visualize them becoming a reality. All your dreams, what you wrote in your journal. Picture them. Picture a scene. A scene with everything that you want has manifested. Allow yourself to feel it, see it, hear it, taste it. Allow yourself to be swept away by the moment. Imagine how you'll feel when these intentions become a reality. Just feel that in your heart. And when you feel like you have your intentions, you're visualizing the scene, and your heart is full with excitement and joy, you can go ahead and open your eyes and grab your candle. And we're going to infuse this intention into the candle. So simply hold your candle. Grab your lighter or your match. And as you light it, infuse it. Summon abundant feelings of gratitude and love. There you go. And if you can leave the candle, there we go, beautiful. Lighting a candle during the dark moon signifies that we want more light into our life. We're telling the universe, yes, send us more light. So ask the universe to shine the light upon you all month long. Express your gratitude, feel the love. And when you're ready, you can put your candle down. So keep your intentions in a safe place. My invitation is that on Friday, during the new moon, you revisit the feeling that you connected with today. And you remember your intentions already manifested in your heart, and light another candle on Friday. And then during the full moon, we will be revisiting your intentions, and we will celebrate together. Now I have some suggestions once we complete our ceremony, and that is that you pull a tarot or oracle card and you get a reading. And you can ask questions like, what should I focus on this week? What card would be my guidance for the month? I said the week, but I meant the month, for the month. What should you cultivate during the new moon? This is a very powerful time to communicate with the divine. So make sure to do that when we're done, when we're complete. And lastly, because the moon is ruled by water, and this is a practice that we're all going to get into, including myself, after every gathering, is to take a goddess bath. So when we complete our gathering, if you have some time, you can do some, you could read the tarot and oracle card and then prepare your bath. And you can put Epsom salts, you can put incense, oils, essential oils, crystals, and take a goddess bath just for you. The water is a symbol that represents the washing away of the old. So it's a powerful practice for us to do during this time. With that, we complete our new moon intention setting ritual. Thank you, sisters, for being here. And now we're going to take a 5-minute break so we can get our tea ready and move into our tea ceremony. Robin, if you'd like to guide them.
Yes, that was amazing, Claudia. Thank you. That was so beautiful. I felt that. How fitting was that meditation and that intention setting. Thank you both. So ladies, sisters, goddesses, we will take a 5-minute break and to stretch our legs briefly, use the restroom if you need to. And before you set out to do that, let's get your water boiling, your kettle boiling, and hopefully you've set out your tea utensils beforehand. But go ahead and get your water boiling and gather your cup and your tea. And when we come back from the break in 5 minutes, we'll all have our hot cup of tea with us. I will lead you through a very brief tea teaching, and then we will enter a space of silence for the duration of the ceremony, which will be about 20 minutes. And I'll lower my camera a little bit so that you can see the movements of the teapot and the kettle and the tea and the serving of the bowls. I have here 3 bowls, and they represent a bowl for you, a bowl for the goddesses and sisters who would have liked to have been with us here tonight and could not be, and a bowl for myself. So I will be serving tea in these bowls and approximately maybe 3 rounds. I think we might have time for 3 rounds. And in what we call noble silence, in stillness. And then we'll open up the space for comments and reflections and sharing anything that you would like to share or anything that might have come up for you during the ceremony or during this time. All right, so we will begin our 5-minute break now.
Start coming back. Just checking in. Everyone had enough time to get your tea ready. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Perfect. Robin, we are ready for you whenever you are.
Yes. I invite all of you to take a deep breath before we begin. Connect with the breath, connect with that life force within you, that primal force within you. With every breath we take, we are reminded of the life force within us. Tea has a way of softening us, making us vulnerable and receptive. If we take the time and continue to sit quietly in our chairs, savoring the taste and the moment, we may remember not only where we mislaid our spectacles, but also where we have mislaid our dreams. So a little bit of tea poetry before we begin. A Buddhist retreat behind Broken Mountain Temple. In the pure morning, near the old temple, where early sunlight points the treetops, my path has wound through a sheltered hollow of boughs and flowers to a Buddhist retreat. Here the birds are alive with mountain light, and the mind of man touches peace in a pool, and 1,000 sounds are quieted by the breathing of a temple bell. This poem reminds me to be mindful that our practice, our tea ceremony practice, is a practice of mindfulness, of meditative mindfulness, of bringing ourselves, it's a vehicle, a way to bring ourselves fully into the present moment. Because as we all know, this is all we really have, is the present moment. It allows a space for presence, for full presence. It allows and opens up a space for our heart centers to open and for us to release, just as we've done in the meditations before, for us to release whatever comes up during the ceremony. If tears arise, allow that. If memories arise, allow it. Whatever is coming up is meant to be released, and it's meant to be allowed to flow with the water of the tea. Tea also reminds us of the 5 elements of nature. In traditional Chinese medicine, they use 5 elements rather than the 4 that Claudia mentioned before. And it connects us with each one of the elements of nature. It reminds us, it teaches us, and it invites us, and it beckons us and welcomes us, and reminds us to be present to the energy of the earth, to Pachamama, or be present to the energy of the wind, or be present to the energy of water, or be present to the energy of space and ether. All of these elements, if it were not for all of these elements, tea would not, we would not be enjoying or sipping tea here tonight together. So as we move through the ceremony, I invite you to bring that awareness of each of the elements of nature into this moment with you. Remembering that this tea, this ceremonial tea, comes from ancient forests, ancient trees in the Yunnan province of China. And these trees have been there for hundreds, if not thousands of years. They have very deep root systems that go into the earth, so that when we are enjoying this cup of tea or sipping this cup of tea or experiencing the warmth of the cup, we are reminded of those deep roots of which we are a part of. Not that we are a part of, really we are those deep roots. We are reminded of the rivers and brooks and waterfalls from which our water comes. And we are also reminded of the flow of water, the nature of water, which is to flow. We are reminded of space and ether, which is the context that holds us, the space that holds us. So none of which are the building blocks of nature. All of the elements, these are the building blocks of nature, and therefore the building blocks of us. And they remind us also of our connection to ourselves, connection to each other, connection to nature. And I always say that's really a misnomer. It's not really that we are connecting to nature. We already are nature. We already are connected, but it's a remembering, it's a remembrance. So I invite you now to close your eyes and connect with the breath. Become aware of the inflow, the inhale of your breath, where we may experience transcendental moments here in this moment. This is the moment where we can connect to our divine nature, our divine feminine, the divinity in us all. So noticing the inhale, the rising of the belly, the rising of the chest as you inhale, and then slowly noticing the exhale as the breath leaves your body. And I remind you again to connect to that primal force, that life force within us. Slowly begin to open your eyes and come present to this moment. Stay connected with the breath as we move through the ceremony. We will enter silence now. When you're complete with your tea, just sit for a moment, one last moment in meditation, with your palms open in a gesture of receptivity, allowing us to receive what we have taken in here tonight, not just through the tea ceremony, but also the entire event. Allow yourselves a moment to receive and to integrate. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And let's open up the space for comments, sharing, reflections. Before we begin, I'd like to ask if you related to any of the 5 elements that we mentioned. Who related to air? Who related to wood? Who related to metal? Who related to earth? And feel free to share. Let's open up the space for sharing.
I just wanted to share that as I glanced down from my cup to the bottom shelf of the table that I'm sitting in front of, the cover of this book just was peeping out, The Healing Power of Herbal Teas. It was just kind of smiling at me as I was sitting here, and I was feeling grateful for the space to actually sit in ceremony with some leaves that I picked about a week ago and dried. And I'm trying to work with caffeine addiction at the moment, so it feels like fitting to like make a new
Starting again, and I want to say thank you for all of you that have shared, and even the ones that did not. Thank you for sitting with us in silence. Thank you for speaking up for those that did. We really appreciate you. So I get to be chosen, yay, to tell you a little bit about our membership that we are creating. So we did not mean to create this, by the way. Claudia and I, and Robin and I, all 3 of us got together, and we were called to do a virtual red tent. We had planned a red tent in person, as we would normally get together for, and then COVID-19 happened, and we said, we still want to do it. We still want to get together and give this, especially now to our sisters, to our goddesses that we hang out with all the time. I think now we need it more than ever. And when we did our first virtual red tent, we had over 70 people sign up, and we felt chills within our bodies. We are highly connected with the goddess, and we felt like this is something that we need to continue. We didn't expect to. We thought it was just gonna be a one-time thing. And I'm literally getting chills and wanting to cry, thinking about how the goddess just led us in this path of where we needed to be to continue this. And now it's been a little bit over 3 months of us putting this together, and it has constantly grown to not just include new moon events, but also to include full moon events where we get to sing and dance and draw. And now we're adding tea ceremonies, not just 20 minutes long, but an hour long, where we get to enjoy the silence, right? And we get to be there for ourselves and go inner. So we are creating an amazing membership program that is not just all 3 of us, it is also the goddess creating this with us. And we are honored to share this with you girls and ladies and women and maiden, mother, crones, enchantresses, whatever you would like to be called, right? So yeah. So the membership, as we talked about, includes the new moon, the full moon, and it includes an hour tea ceremony. It also includes little things. Monique wants to do a few master classes along the way, so we'll be adding that in. This is not just us leading, it is us, the actual sisterhood leading this. We are coming together. So whenever anybody writes a book, whenever anybody puts up a new song, you get to share that in this space, okay? And we will also be giving you girls the replays of all our past events. So you can go back and each one is different. Each one is unique in its own way and has its own qualities. So you get to go back and think about what that month was like and try out the different intentions and the meditations that we have created along the way. And we're going to have a forum that you get to ask questions and discuss things along the way that you wouldn't normally get to do in regular life. So a great example is, when do we get to talk about our periods? When do we get to talk about menopause and what that's like for us? Hysterectomies, right? We don't get to talk about that on a daily basis. We really don't. So this is that space that you get to ask questions. Why do I have an irregular period? Why is it that my period disappeared earlier? How can I eat better along with cyclical living? How can I connect to the moon cycles? This is that place where you get to go deeper in your feminine practice and go deeper within yourself. Okay, so just to give you hope, if there's anything else that Claudia and Robin would like to add, I think I laid it out very nice and neat.
Yes.
Yay, okay, perfect. So we are creating a wait list right now, and I'm going to share the link right now in the chat box, and we will also send it again in the email that we'll be sending out to hopefully tomorrow. And we have created a wait list. We want to officially open this on June 23rd. Okay, so we have one more month where we're going to put everything together. You'll be invited. You'll be able to move on forward. But if you join this wait list now, you will be first to notice and first to hear more about our membership, and you will get a founding special price. So normally our membership that we have spoken to the goddess and asked her what we should do, she had told us $27 per month. But during COVID, during our first opening, we're thinking about $17 per month. So if you join the wait list, all you need to put is your first name and email. You get to be invited to have a $17 per month grandfathered in plan for as long as you will continue, okay? So all of this is included. If you feel called to this, please talk to us. And if you join the wait list, you're gonna have another little link, which I'm gonna show you girls how it looks like. So I'm gonna share my screen really quickly. So first, you're gonna have this beautiful one, where again, you get to share your first name and email, and you have more details that we talked about. And then after you subscribe and you've decided that you're a part of this, that you wish to continue with us and the goddess and yourself, then you will also get this. And I'm giving you this as an inside scoop so that you can have everything clear, ready to go. We are asking for your help on creating this membership launch. We are getting tea bowls so that Robin, whenever we do the tea ceremonies, everyone has a specific red tea bowl that gets to be a part of it. We are asking for help so that if any other sister, especially during COVID-19, wants to be a part of this and cannot, really feels called to it, but literally just cannot put in the money to it, we want to offer this gift to them. So creating a donation where if you feel called to, you get to be a part of this, then you get to get extra gifts, such as a 10-minute tarot card reading with Monique, a cyclical rhythm call with me, 30 minutes, depending on how much you donate, or a psychosynthesis coaching session with Claudia, which she just officially got certified after 6 months, and it's amazing and beautiful. So there's a lot of options for you. And we're gonna be giving 10% of the donations to the human trafficking charity called Elite Foundation. If you have not looked it up, I highly recommend it. They're amazing. We're really into getting rid of child trafficking, getting rid of women trafficking. We're here to not just step up to our little group, but to step up for women globally around the world. And I think this is one way that we have all agreed upon that can really make a difference. So the membership software as well, we're going to be offering a specific membership site where you get to have all the forums and the private conversations that we talked about, the replays that will be given, and all of that information will be in one area. So if you feel called to, You may donate, you may not, and we totally love you and appreciate you anyways. And you will still have the opportunity of, if you sign up for the wait list, to get the $17 per month offer before June 23rd. The first 13 people that get on the wait list and donate will also have the opportunity to get a free tea bowl. Okay, the first 13 people. So we're giving you a lot of options, a lot of amazing qualities outside of the membership. And I would like to open it up to just make sure if anybody has any questions on this membership, what's included into it. If you have anything that's popping up for you, I'm going to give you a small space just to double check. And Claudia, Robin, if you have anything to add, please do feel free.
Yes, and it's important to note that we are actually, this is going to be a closed membership. We're going to have open enrollment periods, but we really want to keep our group connected. We want to be able to keep our members. So there will be times to join. We're going to open it up and we're going to give women a month, a 30-day trial, for example, if they want to have an opportunity to experience the gatherings before making a decision. But the gatherings will be a membership privilege only. We've opened it up during COVID. It's been free. We've invited everyone. But now as we're going to move into the membership, we would like to just remind you of that. So yes, there will be times to join. If you join the wait list, you'll get the best price ever. The 17 is going to be our lowest price for a membership. We want to thank you for being here. We want to thank you for journeying with us during these 3 months. So we want to honor you in that way. And you feel free to call to donate. We are creating the scholarship fund because we do want women, our sisters, to be able to participate, and we don't want money to be an issue.
Correct.
Any questions? Anything? Yes, Deborah.
I saw it, that what you shared, Jaslyn, the red page join, and it popped up somewhere on my phone during my day, and it's like, where did it go? So I'm sure you'll post it so
Yes.
it's clearly seen. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
we haven't shared it. I don't believe we've shared it.
We have not shared it yet. It is on the Red Tent link that we put in the chat box, and you will get it in the email. And it's only you see the donation option only when you're officially interested in being part of the wait list. We're not asking everyone to donate, just the people that are interested.
Awesome. So you guys didn't post it yet, but Spirit let me see it. So I'm down.
I'm very curious about that. So great. Anybody else has any questions?
I want to add that the tea bowl, is being custom made for us by a potter in the New England area, and Stillwater Rising Pottery. And she is custom making these tea bowls for us. She does not normally carry a line of red bowls. Her bowls are more earthy, neutral tones, but she's making these bowls especially for us, handcrafted, beautiful, beautiful tone of red. It will actually be two tones of red, and custom made for us especially. So I was really pleased with that, and
Yes.
finding her, it was a real gem that we found.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for that, Robin. And so the first 13, make sure that you'll get, when you sign up for the wait list, you'll be the first one on June 19th to get the membership. So you'll get the first 13 women that sign up, you get your own Red Tent custom bowl as a gift for $17. But we're only gifting that to the first 13. So we want you to have the chance to get that before we open up the membership on the 23rd.
Correct. And for those that are interested in the scholarship, just to give you a heads up, please email us at goddess@redtentsouthflorida.com, and we'll go ahead and put that in the chat box as well. And it's also where you get all the emails from. So wherever you get all our emails, you can just reply to one of the emails and say, hey, I'm interested in that scholarship. I want to sign up for X amounts of months, right? And this is how much I need help with, and then I will continue for X amount of time. Just talk to us about how you feel, what would feel comfortable for you to be a part of this scholarship, and we will definitely work with you.
Beautiful. Okay, So if there are no more questions, the important days for us to remember is the full moon gathering is happening on June 4th from 7 to 9. So that's a Thursday. So the full moon gatherings are going to happen on Thursday around closest to the full moon, and the new moon are happening on Tuesdays closest to the new moon. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is the days that we're going to have the gatherings. And then that Saturday, June 6th, will be the first virtual ceremony that Robin will lead us for the first full tea ceremony from 5 to 6. And this
Eastern
Saturday,
Standard Time.
yes, Eastern Pacific Time. And then this Saturday, we have the dream interpretation class with Monique. So don't forget that it's happening at 11 a.m. this Saturday, also Eastern Time. So we'll give you everything is on the link tree. And yes, that's about, I believe that covers all of our upcoming.
Claudia, I'd like to mention one more thing. The any tea can be enjoyed during a tea ceremony. Any tea is appropriate. But I offer a ceremonial tea that we use during these particular tea ceremonies. It is a dark tea called pu'er tea. It's known as a living tea, completely organic, no pesticides, grown from old growth forests and old growth trees. And that tea will also be available to purchase along with the bowl for anyone who would like to be enjoying the ceremonial tea during the tea ceremonies.
Yes, thank you for that reminder, Robin. So you also will get a chance to order tea, and you can order tea by the subscription if you want to deliver to your home, and you can try different teas, and then we can experience this special tea that Robin has provided for us. And more on that will be on after we launch on the 23rd. Okay, so I believe we're ready to close our evening. It's time. So I'm gonna go ahead and say a prayer before we close and we end. We thank you again for being here, and remember to pull some cards when we complete our ceremony. And if you are able, prepare a beautiful, nourishing goddess bath for yourself to date. So this circle is open, but it's never unbroken. May we return to our ordinary lives, knowing that we are extraordinary women. May you bask in the miracles of new life, new possibility, and new magic as your seeds without fail come into manifestation. Blessed be, this gathering is now complete.
Woo!
Beautiful sisters. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight.
Night. Night.